Hey guys, it's a very drained revolution with Big Red 310 and
this is the 16 revolution now, and Matt Beast 14, 19,
and
Survivor Series. Oh, 7.
Okay, they both said their interests at the same time. I'm not gonna ask them to do it again. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as you know, more like myself, Trademark, and Matt that one time, are famous for watching extremely horrible shows. And after seeing Halloween Havoc with Trademark, I thought to him, you know what? We have to see Heroes of Wrestling. We just have to. We have to truly see if it's the worst show of all time. I regret this decision highly, and everyone in this call hates me for it.
Yep.
We are so tired, and
we all wanted to kill each other at the end of it.
we got mad at each other. We yelled at each other.
This was horrible.
We were literally screaming at each other.
We made death threats.
Death threats. So, for like the first half of it, it was fun. For the first half, it was kind of fun. We were kind of just like, that's why we did it to begin with. It was kind of fun, you know. We kind of just like made fun of all the mistakes and all the horrible booking decisions. But towards the second half, it was just kind of like, oh my god, when will this show end? Okay, to start this horrible shit fest, we are going to go with the let's no-sell weapon shots and finishers and walk around clumsily around the ring match. Matt, you seem to be a big fan of Marty Jannety going in, so why don't you start this one off?
Okay, so I went into this thinking, hey, Marty Jannety's a pretty decent worker. I mean, he had a match of the year with Shawn Michaels, but no, this was horrible. First Marty Jannety was in John Cena like wrestling shorts, and well, actually, this is probably the second best match.
It was the second best match of the night, and it was horrible. It was one of the worst openers I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
Possibly the worst.
This was terrible. I mean, the first 3 to 5 minutes of this match, I think there was no wrestling, just clapping for no reason.
Trying to get the crowd into it. So
when I think of an opener for a show, I expect a nice, exciting matchup to get the crowd going. This not only was it boring, but it was flawed so much. They were, like as Jared said, they were just clapping for 5 minutes. They were just using weapons, and there was no disqualifications. But hey, that fit the whole entire show. This was just a perfect way to lead up to what this show was going to be. Utter bullshit.
I personally thought the match, I didn't hate it as much, but as it progressed more and more, the Samoan Swat team I thought just sucked. Marty Jannety and the finish was botched, and also the thing that bothered me the most was when Jannety hits a double DDT. No, Rogers hits a double DDT. Jannety hits a double bulldog, and then which seemed like this cool double team finisher, and then Samoan Swat team gets right back up, throws them out of the ring, finisher, which is botched. I did not like this match at all. Plus, it was not that long. 3/4 of a star. Is there anyone in this call who gave it something less? I guess not.
I was agreeing with that.
Next we have...
Okay, hold on. I wanted to add something about the commentary about how when the wrestlers drop kicks, they call them leg drops.
And flying kicks.
A flying leg kick.
The commentary was horrible. What's the guy's name? Rosenbloom, who I just hated. I took a poll and I've decided he's the worst commentator in wrestling history.
Yep.
Fuck you, Ryan Rosenbloom. Fuck you.
Thank you. Okay, next we have the let's have the manager turn heel on the face, even though he can see the weapons that she gives the heel match. Greg Valentine versus George the Animal Steel versus George's T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I mean, this one.
Okay.
This one starts off. They have the ref for some reason tells George Steele that he has to take his shirt off. I have no fucking idea why.
Why would someone force George Steele to take his shirt off at this age? When you see in today's day in business, someone telling the wrestler, someone like Sting, for example, at Summerversary, you gotta take the shirt off. Why? Pissed me off. And George.
Brad, I think think they wanted to see the hairy back. And second of all, I put it as a triple threat match because George the Animal Steel couldn't even take his shirt off.
He literally struggled.
The funny about this was
biggest problem. You had Sensational Sherry turn on Steel like 1 or 2 minutes into the match by like choking him. She should give fucking who's the other Greg Valentine the weapon. Steel sees this and
Still does not believe that. Still does not understand that Sherry's turning him. It's like I was saying. If you couldn't hear him, I hired his audio like just now. That Sherry turned on heel 2 minutes in, and did it throughout the match. And George could not notice it, even though when the weapon was right in front of his face. But whatever. Seth, what were you gonna say?
I mean, during the match, I remember what I found very disturbing was they did a close-up on the Valentine's ass with the weapon inside, and I found that very remotely disgusting. Do you guys remember that when they closed up on the weapon being in his ass?
Yeah.
oh my god, that was gross.
So, and George took forever to take his shirt off, and this match was short, and a heel turn, and let's not forget, now these two guys can't wrestle anymore. I think we all gave... Actually, there was a big argument, because people wanted to give this match -3, -4. I wasn't that hard on it. I only gave it -1. Everyone else gave it -2, so I decided I was just going to drop my rating down and give it -2 stars, and this was one of the better matches of the night. Well, okay, I won't say that. It was like the 4th worst. It was the 4th worst match. Now we get to...
And then the next match was match of the night.
Match of the night.
Next we get to the match of the night. Trademark 629's on his cell phone, by the way, so... Match of the night. Now, although my title is very mean, this is still the match of the night. Most of us thought this was kind of decent. Let's botch everything we possibly can and have the camera not show the good stuff because they fucking suck and are the worst commentary ever matched. Stone Cold Scorpio versus Julio Fantastico. Let me first say that I like Stone Cold Scorpio, and I thought that Stone Cold Scorpio wasn't that bad in this match. But remember how we said earlier about the flying leg kicks and the leg drops? Since this was more of an athletic match, they did a lot of drop kicks. So over and over and over again throughout the match, you have to hear that god-awful commentator Rosenbloom say, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick, leg kick. And I always typed in the chat angry in all caps, you're a moron! Continue. Someone else?
First, let me add that Stone Cold Scorpio came out with a big gold belt, and that left me wondering, he never won a big gold belt.
He held the WCW World title. Continue.
Yeah. All right. Here's what I want to talk about. This one spot in the match that really just had me thinking, like, what the fuck? This was a big fuck up. Basically, Stone Cold Scorpio tried this spot. I think, or it was a fantastic. One of them. They tried this spot where they would like skin the cat, but like come over with a leg drop, and then they just paused and like we're doing nothing because apparently it was supposed to be like an outside dive. And then that was a dive. He completely missed him.
If you can't hear him, if you couldn't hear him, what he was trying to say was Julio Fantastico. Stone Cold Scorpio was outside. Julio Fantastico did a skin the cat like thing, but instead of skinning the cat, he just kind of stopped on top of Scorpio. Then went back in and did a flying leg kick, as we heard. And also, when I meant the camera missed it,
a flying leg kick.
Stone Cold Scorpio did like a few cross bodies. A few splashes, like 3 or 4 of them. The camera missed every single one. And the camera started to shake and turn at random points in the match. And I was so frustrated that this match was actually trying to be somewhat of a decent match. And the camera kept fucking things up. Seth, you haven't spoken yet.
I mean, that was what I was going to say. That the production values in this match were god awful. Every dive they missed, and I actually enjoyed this match somewhat. It was botched, no question about it. But it was enjoyable. It was fun in the beginning. I actually gave it 2 stars in the beginning, but brought it down because of the botch. It's like 1.5 stars about. But it was just really fun.
I give it about a star. It was fun, but it's too many boxes for me to get into it.
They botched too many moves, and the production values was just god awful, and the commentating just wanted me to kill myself. But you know what? This was the match.
I think the ending he tried some kind of like tornado, like flipping Harlem Hangover leg drop or something like that, but he hit him like on the side of his face with his ass.
Okay, guys, just imagine a leg drop. I know he does like a flip into a leg drop. Just imagine a leg drop where your legs don't hit your face, you go over him, and like your ass just kind of hits the guy in the side of the cheek. That's what it was. It was bad. I think we all gave it 2. I know Trademark gave it a 1.5. I gave it a 1.75. Matt gave it 2. We all decided, you know what? The rest of the show is so horrible that this match looks just so amazing. So we all combine our ratings, 2 stars. Now,
and really
this
quickly,
is when
Scorpio gets Worker of the Night.
Yes, that's why you see my title. In the overall, fuck everyone involved in this, and in parentheses it says except Too Cold Scorpio. But no, I don't hate Too Cold Scorpio.